The channel, myself Alan from the channel as usual, and we are doing our continuing, this is our third video on the new war game from NAC Wargames, The Other Side of the Hill. Now we're on to winter 1943 operations. The game has not gone very well so far. We failed all of our military directives, which was pretty much foul blau. We managed to get to Stalingrad, but we didn't even take Rostov during the previous summer and fall, and we've now been pushed back from Stalingrad, and we've actually been pushed back from Leningrad, and the Western Allies have actually landed in North Africa as well and taken Casablanca and Algiers. So that's the situation. I have actually had to change a few things because I missed a couple of bits, and also I did get a few things wrong in the last two videos, but we'll just go through those quickly. So when the Allies landed in Northern Africa, which was part of France, that's these three spaces, the Vichy government became a satellite. So we put a satellite marker here. Oops, not occupied. A satellite marker here, and we now should occupy the whole of France. Really, they're effectively our friends. This meant that I picked a military directive last turn known as Occupation of Vichy, which I don't need to do, so I've replaced that with Operation Hercules, the Conquest of Malta. It's probably a bit optimistic, but there was nothing else in the list which seemed to be particularly useful. The other thing is the assignment generals that I was getting wrong. So it's not only the head of army group which needs to be of the highest seniority, but when you're doing leading generals, they have to be of the highest seniority available or one below. So I think I was picking up some generals around up here, 4s and 3s, which I shouldn't have been able to do. Yeah, bad on me. But yes, final thing is there is actually a lost priority in the game, which I forgot, which is when the German armies take losses. The first thing you need to do is change a panzer army to a regular army, then a regular army to a reduced army, and then a satellite army, and then take a reduced army off. I was kind of picking which would be most advantageous, and I shouldn't have really done that. Right, I think that was all the things I picked up. Hi Eric, just let me know that you can hear me, see me, etc. Just to trust the technologies. But it's good to see you again. Thanks for popping in. I'm just going to send off a couple of reinforcement notices to everybody that we've started. There we go, that's all done. That's all done. Yeah, thanks Eric. Yep, sounds good, brilliant. Right, so let's crack on, shall we? So, operations. So first thing is strategic warfare. We have repaired our strategic warfare. We actually have a value of 2, which is great. Got down to 0 last turn. Terrible. So we have 2 dice, one of which is a grey, and we need to see what the allies are going to put up. Now, of course, they're on another row now, onto 1943. So in 1943, they are going to roll 3 dice. Now we're going to roll 2. So that's 3 blues, and then our white and grey. So, ooh, that's interesting. So strategic warfare. The tank does not count. The cards only mean cards, which means they've got no hits. And we actually have 1 hit in defence. So, actually, they did nothing to us. Brilliant. Yeah, if our hits is greater than Western hits, we actually get a bonus on our naval control, but it's actually, is it on the Western front? So actually that moves to there, which is cool. But we do have to pick 2 strategic events. So and one thing I've done off camera is I've restacked the combat events and the strategic events from last year, so this is the new year stuff with a few additions previously which got moved to the deck from last year. So 2 strategic events, maximum 2, and there was 2 results here. So first one is the White Rose. Okay, so that is unrest +1, and that symbol, just trying to remember what that symbol is. Influence count. Oh, okay, so we ignore that. That influences the competitive game, so we can ignore that. So that's the White Rose done. And the second one is Vichy Collapse. If Vichy is not a satellite or a neutral country, it is a satellite. Vichy surrenders. Okay, 8.2. Vichy surrenders. 8.2. Okay, so the status of France becomes FFL, which is that status now, so it's Free France. The Vichy government has fallen, so we just get rid of that counter. If there is a satellite alignment marker in the alignment box of areas 21 or 26, yes there are, yes there is, there's one here. Flip it to its occupied side. Okay, so yeah, we have effectively got rid of Vichy. Must move 1 German army from any area to area 21. Okay, let's move that one there. Okay, and remove the status France markup and play. We did that, so yeah. Yeah, that's what that does. Anything else on the card? Ah, there is a skull and crossbones there. That's a misfortune. And a misfortune means that something might happen to one of our generals. So we roll a grey dice, and we don't want a hit. We didn't get a hit, nothing happens. So, okay. So that's ignored. That's the 2 there. So strategic warfare was fine. Movement. Right. So one thing I also needed to do is put an open port and a naval supply in North Africa because we are still there. Now I'm thinking of moving... So operational move, what are we doing here? I would like to put something here to at least do a defence. However, it means we denude somewhere else. And we've already, our spare counter, which was the 4th one here, we've already taken. And we can't move him because of partisan activity. So we've got this Italian counter to move. what we can do is buy ourselves some time. So we can do an operational move here and an operational move here, and we'll just have to live with Libya just being run by the Italians. So we're probably going to be run out of it. Don't really, I've got 3 in each of these and I don't really want to move them, and that's it. That's all I've got for units. Okay, that's our movement. There's no strategic movement. Air movement, we have 3, a 2 and a 3. So I don't think much is going to happen there. So we'll bring that back on the Eastern Front. I think that's our air movement, and we're on to command. So do we have any vacancies here? Well, we don't have any vacancies, but we do have questioned generals. So we did have some questioned guys. We had von Arnhem. Yeah, von Arnhem, and the other guy was von Weichs here. So they're both on 3s. So, and that was another thing I'd missed out with the dismissed generals. I pick a black orchestra card, which I've done for each one of them now. So as they are removed and dismissed, I get a black orchestra card as well. That is relevant for the solo game. I didn't think it was, but it is. Okay. Right, what are we doing? Oh yes. So dismissals. So looking at von Weichs on a 3. A 1, he's fine. And von Arnhem, which I think I shouldn't have picked. Oh no, I could have picked him actually, yes. On a 3, he is a dissident. Right, so he gets flipped back up. But he is now a dissident. And I'm going to look for the counter for dissidents. Did I leave them? Oh yes, there they are. So he's basically fallen out of love with the High Command. Okay, that's the dismissals. There are still no vacancies, so we're okay to carry on. Okay, that's command. Axis offensive. So what are we going to do? We have military directive of 1. So all we can actually do is a local offensive. I'm not sure we even want to do that because this is winter, and I want to prevent too much damage. Winter means that those symbols on the Soviet side activate for causing losses. So the less that we do, kind of the better it is. Just seeing. We should have placed I might have missed putting the military directives. Oh, that's true. Yes. It would have been local offensive. Oh, hang on. Got Sun and Bloom Aida there. No, I placed him, didn't I? That's right. So we've got Sun and Bloom Aida. I didn't see him there. Normally that would be on one of the player cards, but I'm just putting it in there for convenience sake, and it's also nicely camouflaged there, so not to see it. Okay, so yeah, we've got Sun and Bloom Aida to play offensive in Libya or Egypt. I don't think, do I? Okay, if we don't place one, we subtract one from fanaticism, and we discard the active military directive card. I haven't got a problem with that, actually. So we discard on a blue Aida because I'm not sure we're going to be in Libya for very long. So yeah, discretion, better part of valor. Might be a mistake, but as we moved across to here, I think, yeah, so we need to discard this. And I think on a discard, it doesn't come back. I don't think it comes back. I will search that later, don't worry. Okay, so that's our offensive segment. Western offensive. Okay, so we pick a combat card. And Western faction 43 on a tag is 2 plain symbols and then 4 dice. Ouch. Okay, oh, no, first thing we do is we check for landings. So winter 43, no landing, that's right, yeah. And then we pick the card for what they do. And that, yeah, so it's two planes and the 3. So we got 3 dice normally to roll here. Oh, should have placed the combat pawns. So we've got 1 here and 1 here. Didn't pick a theatre, so I'm just going to do that randomly. 1 to 3 here. 4, so it's in Libya. And so they're going to be picking... Oh, Rommel should be removed now, actually, because there isn't a... there isn't 2 armies in the space. So that's actually a vacancy. That vacancy... vacancy was in... And actually there should be a vacancy here. That would have happened in the command before the command phase. So Rommel comes off. In fact, there isn't a vacancy there because there isn't enough units there. So Rommel comes off. And he's... So for an army group head, the only choice we have is Rommel or Manstein. And I suppose we need to pick Rommel. But he does count in Northern Africa, so we will place him here. Right, wound that back a bit, so he goes there again. So he is in Northern Africa. His effect does actually work in North Africa. It's Libya, Egypt, Middle East and Northern Africa. Okay, right, so we were doing Libya first. So Libya first, that was, what was it, 2 plain symbols and 3 dice. So 2 plain symbols, let's just roll, actually I'll just roll 2 plain symbols here. We assign a general first though, don't we? Before we roll those. Yeah, assign a general first. So, so who are we going to pick? Now, with Rommel, this will be a grey. And who can we pick? So, we can only pick... We have a 6 here, so we can only pick 5s. Or we could pick one of the other commanders, but they'll need to be a 5 or less. And I think all the other army group guys are all 6 or higher. Definitely, yes. Okay. So we're in this area. Probably we are defending in Tunis, which is a rough, and von Fietingoff here has an ability defending in rough, so he's the obvious choice. So he's activated, and von Fietingoff is the general there. So that means Let's get those allied dice ready. That means that we will have a grey because of Rommel, not a white, a yellow, and then a white because of von Feetinghoff. Okay, right. Now we've got to the point where we need to roll for the aircraft. So let's take 2 of those first to do that. Right, so that has no effect. We needed to see aircraft symbols there, and we don't see any. So the air attack doesn't do anything. And now we roll them. Okay, so in rough, or actually with rough, we get another 2 whites, don't we? I've just remembered. It's not just von Feetinghoff, but not 2. 2's a fortress. This is rough. It's 1, so we don't actually get an extra dice. Okay, that's a hit. That's an air hit, and that's a combat card. So they've only got 1 hit so far. You know what? I'm doing this wrong, aren't I? We're doing Libya. We're not doing Northern Africa. So why not? Well, no, we can keep with that. We can keep with that. All we're rolling is 1 yellow in Libya. Yes, because we've got no army group head. We don't assign a general, I don't think. Or do we? With 1. Do we get a leading general with 1? We definitely don't get an army group head. At least 1 German army participating. Okay, so no lead. Okay, so we wouldn't get an army group head because there are not 2 armies. We don't get a leading general because there's only a satellite army. There's no German armies. So yeah, we are right. So so they've rolled that for an air hit and 1 hit. And actually here, yeah, we're in Algeria. Yeah, so that's we do get a white because of it's still rough there as well. So we roll 2 dice. We get 1 hit. They had 1 hit, so I think it's equal, so we actually take a loss, and that satellite army is out of the game. But we hold our ground. Well done. There is an air hit, and then we also do events. Well, we should do the events first, but no retreat. If the attack axes the attacker, no we're not, and it's not a victory. The Axis faction cannot retreat in current combat. Apply all hits as reductions. Yeah, well, yes, we could have run away, couldn't we? But we can't with this. And then we put that into next year's stack. It could come back. Right, so we took the loss, but the markers don't move. Okie doke. Then we're doing here. So let's get the combat card. So that is, oh, that's nice. That's 2 aircraft and 2 dice only. And right, so as we were, we get here, as we calculated before, a yellow. A grey because Rommel upgrades that. We get a white because of von Feetinghoff, and then we get a white because we're defending in Tunis. So that's our list. But we need to roll 2 aircraft rolls first. No aircraft, so that's great. And they roll 2 dice. So rolling them first, that's 1 hit and a combat event. And next we roll our dice. That is 3 hits. So they fail completely. So he holds Tunis. And that's that. No questioning. Very good. Well done, von Feetinghoff and Rommel there. Right, that's the Western segment done. Now to the Soviet segment. Okay, so yeah, lots of markers to put out. So possible offensive there, one there, one there, and one here. That's all of them. Okay, so let's do top to bottom. So Soviets are doing what up in Leningrad? So an attack in 1943, it's an attack. That's a loss followed by 4 dice. Ouch. Okay. And we have Bush there. Bush has... That's Bush. Activate Eastern Front, any defense, roll a grey die. If the result is a hit, cancel the automatic loss. That's good. So, but we need to do a general first. So, Eastern Front, we have von Manstein, although I don't really want to use him yet. I can use the 5s. And Paulus does nothing in defense. Schmidt does. Cancels a hit. Reinhardt. We could change a grey dice for a Panzer result. We are in rough, so that's not going to mean anything. Modal. Cancel any special effect on the combat card. Okay. And Hoff. We can change a hit to a Panzer result. That's no good either. So Paulus will do nothing. Schmidt cancels a hit. Modal cancels the loss, but we already have Bush, which has a good chance of cancelling it anyway, so it's a bit of a waste. Do we care too much? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 to use. We've got the rest of the year as well with all these generals. Let's use Schmidt. I think. Don't really want to use Manstein yet. So we'll use Schmidt. So that's that. So we come to take the loss, and Bush will we roll a dice for Bush. He doesn't roll a hit, and he rolls an artillery hit, so he doesn't cancel the loss. So one of these turns into one of these. Now, so Schmidt is going to cancel one of their hits. They have 4 dice. We have 2 whites and a grey, but we are also defending in rough, so we have another white. Okay, so we roll theirs first. Oh, that's not a Soviet dice, that's a D6. Roll the 4 Soviet dice first. Oh, wow. Ouch. Okay, so Schmidt cancels one of those, so they have 3 hits. Oh, this is a bit of a crucial roll here. We could get completely blown out of that sector. We get 2 hits and then 2 combat events. So we've lost by 1, which we can lose by retreating or by taking a loss. I think maybe retreating, although Luger is quite nice because we get the extra dice for rough. Anyway, we need to do the events. So combat event 1 is recalled to active duty. The player who rolled the event result may choose 1 general previously removed from play and add him to the generals entering play the following year. Seniority must be 6 or lower and not have a misfortune roll. Okay. That's cool. So 6 or lower. So Kuchler cannot come back. We can get Harper, Kempf. Kempf was quite good. If we have 2 white dice, which is List can't come back. Lindemann. There are sort of previous generals which I could bring back, but I'm not going to go through those. I'm just going to concentrate on these. Lindemann, he's a 4 confidence, so he might... See, Kemp's only a 2, so he could disappear again. But that is quite nice. I think I'll take Lindemann back. So he will come back next year. And just mark that up for 1944. Those are discards. So that was the first combat event. The second one is Soviet count. Oh no. Am I the attacker? No. Randomly choose one area in the Eastern Front with a disputed alignment marker or control by the Axis and adjacent to an area control. Apply 1 retreat in that area. And flip all heads of group in that area to the question side. And then unrest +1. And then put it out for come back next year. So right, where do we pull back? I think here for Inesh. We question von Weichs. Yeah. Right, so here we've lost by 1. So we could swap that out for a white. Although that's dangerous because that's our last white. Or we could just withdraw. I think we're going to have to withdraw. So we have to retreat here. But if we retreat, I think head of army group and assigned general gets questioned. Pretty sure that's the case. Yeah, both of them. So Bush is questioned and Schmidt. Oh, he's only a 2. That's not great. All right, that's that done. Next, here we have Smolensk, which is a river line. So let's pick the combat card. 43 is just an auto loss. Okay, so now interestingly, we could pick modal for this because he cancels a special effect. Do we actually get to pick a general? Let's see. Because there isn't actually a combat. Do not activate generals. Yeah, okay, so we just lose it. Okay, so that has to... Hang on. It wasn't them. It was this one. Okay, we got our last white. That's annoying. But there's no movement there. No winter symbols, which is nice. Okay. So Don Volga here. They're fighting for Stalino. Stalino is... Ooh, that's in a plains sector, so tank symbols count double. Right, von Weiss, does he help? Attacking in rough, so no, he doesn't help. We got to pick somebody. Now maybe this is where Manstein might be useful. Yeah, I think it'll have to be Manstein for this. we end up scraping the bottom barrel. But I think it's important to try and stay here in Volga. Yeah, so we're going to play Manstein. Okay, and he can change either one dice on either side. Okay, have I picked a card yet? No, I haven't. I need to pick a card first, don't I? Here we go, because they might even... Oh, well, there you go. Attack, actually. Wind that all back. Don't need Manstein. Because all the result is a strategic a strategic event. That's all that's there, so that's all right. Forgot to do the combat card. So strategic event. What do we have? We have ultra. Roll a Western dice. -1 strategic warfare value for a star, so that goes down by 1. And that's it. And then yeah, we put it up for next year. Where's the strategic ones there? Okay. Good. Now we're down to the Black Sea. There's not too. We've been kicked out of Luga. Well, we retreated out of Luga, and now it's up against Sebastopol. So we've got some good defence here. It's a fortress. Okay, Soviet card. Soviet card is, oh, it's just a strategic event again. So that's great. That goes. And the strategic event is, could it be a friendly one? Unconditional surrender. +1 fanaticism. Oh, good. We got a good one. Isn't that great? And that's out as well. Okay. And yep. Oh, we survived that winter really well, actually. I was expecting lots of those snowflake symbols to come in, but we avoided all of them. That's pretty good going, actually. Right, so multi-objective check. No, we didn't do the check. There's no objective to check because we had to throw it away. Supply check. Oh yeah, we're all right with supply, and there's definitely no victory. So we are on to the spring administrative. Right. So bombing of Germany has no effect because we're up on 5 here. Move to a German replacement, so we have 3, and boy do we need them. Right, so we could put a German army here. We need desperately new reinforcements up there though. They will definitely upgrade one of these. Definitely upgrade one of those. And put one guy possibly in Libya just to hold it up. Yeah, we kept Algeria, so why not? Yeah. Okay. Still doesn't look very comfortable. And air Luftwaffe replacements 3, so that's back down to 1. I'd like to go there. 1, 2, 3. We'll do that. And do we get strategic warfare replacements? Replacements. Just quickly. Yeah. So we get 2 strategic warfare replacements, which is lovely. So it goes up to 3 now. Okay, done that. Satellite replacements. Do we get the Hungarian? We need hit symbol. We do get the Hungarian. Brilliant. So he appears there. And onto production table. So do we want to move this now? I still think we need maximum replacements here. I think we can bring strategic warfare down. Now we're on 3. So that's 3, 6, 7. Have we? Oh, we've lost a resource actually. Oh, maybe we should have kept Luger there. We lost a resource. Oh, that's Soviet now. So we're on 12. So that's 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's right. What do we want to do on? So production of 2, we could use new units. That doesn't give us reduced armies, which is very nice. So maybe we keep that for production. Military Directive 1 will give us only the local offensive. And we've got bribing generals to play with. Yeah, so that's fine. I think we'll keep that as it is. Yeah. Oh, we've also got V weapons to roll anyway, but that's going to have to recycle. We've only got those to do. Production table done. Our production directive would be new units. So add these to the force pool: 2 regular armies, 3 reduced armies. So we've used that. That's out of the game. That gives us some staying power with some white reduced armies. Okay, so that's production directive. Political directive, we will bribe generals, and that will come back. And that means unrest goes down by 1. And finally, on military directive, we have a local offensive, and that can be anywhere on the entire board. So it's a nice flexible card. Okay, how are we doing now? Yep, I think we're okay. We are on to operations phase for the spring. So strategic warfare, we get 3 dice, one of which is grey. The Western Allies get 3. So 3 versus 3. See how it turns out. Oh, okay. So I think that's 3 hits for them. Just check the... Yeah, that's 3 hits for them. We have strategic event. We have a hit and a miss. So, so we need to go down 2. Yeah, I'll have to go down 2 on the strategic warfare, I think. And we get an event. Strategic event. Plane factories bombed. Air naval control in the Germany box -1. Makes it even worse. Okay. That was strategic warfare, wasn't it? Yes. Movement. Okay. We've got our Hungarian army we can move. I'm inclined to do a move here. We've got 5 movements, so 1 here. Then we can pull that Panzer army back. And I think I want him to go there for 2. Three. I'll try and do a strategic move down here maybe. No, I think this is a bit of a open front here. We have Königsberg here, which is a Festung one. That's a victory point place. So yeah, we want to hold that. That's probably fine, I think. Yeah, I think that's cool. I think that's good. That's for our movement. Command. Now we have some questions here. We've got Schmidt here, and we've got Weiss. Von Weiss is on a 3. A 1, he's fine. Oh, actually, I wanted to get him out of there, but he's sticking around. And Schmidt is only a 2. 6, no, definitely fired. Oh dear, because he's quite good. So unrest up 1 by 1, and another Black Orchestra card. Right. I don't think there's any. There's only 1 here, so no. No, I think vacancies are fine, and that's it. On to Axis offensive. Where do we want to do this? Possibly back in a rel. Get in there, or possibly, yeah. Or we can try and push back here. Let's try and go for a rel, because we've got a Panzer army here. Yeah, so that's our local offensive there. Try and get back into it. Well, I don't think we've ever been in a rel. But yeah, I think I'd like to have a bit of spare. Actually, we could go for Luger here. It'll get us back on there. Now, oh, Bush is questions as well. I need to roll for him. He's fine. Bush is only useful on defence, isn't he? Yeah, he's only good for defence. Von Kluger. How good is Von Kluger here? Von Kluger is only on defence. Well, we need to do it somewhere. Yeah, let's go with a rel. Let's go with a rel. Okay, so we are attacking, and the combat card for the Soviets is defense. 1943 is 4 dice. Gosh, 4 dice. 4 dice. Ouch. Okay, we have Von Kluger doesn't help. Is that what we found out? I think that was, yeah, he's defense only. Oh, and we're going into planes, so we need somebody to do an attack. So we have Manstein still here, so it's one of these guys. Reinhardt's okay on attack. Oh, Hoth is good on attack in planes. Controlling player may change a hit to a panzer hit. Oh yes, let's get Hermann Hoth out for that. Yeah. So we are rolling 3 dice to their 4. He's hoping. We could have used Manstein actually. Because Manstein change a result of any 1 dice. Actually. And we could use him because he's 7, he's only a 6. Yeah, I'm going to change my mind on that. No, we're not going to use Hoth. We're going to use Manstein. Yeah. Properly now. Okay, so there are no special things to add, so we just roll their dice. Ooh, what am I doing? So that's 2 air hits, which is a hit. A tank army, so that's 3 hits, 4 hits. So it's 4 hits and an air hit. Gosh. Okay. Well, I mean, Manstein can do something about that one. Let's roll these 3. Don't think we're going anywhere here fast. So we get 2 hits. And Manstein can change 1. Okay, so we could change that to a card. So that means they get 2 hits. We have 2 hits. So if they had 4 hits, even if we upgraded this, that would still only be 3. So this is the way to get a draw. So on a draw we get an attrition. So the attrition result. Let's do the card first. But well done, Manstein, for stopping that. Combat event. Combat event Peenemünde Bond. If there are no project markers on the project track, recycle the card. Otherwise, well, yes, we have V weapons. Oh, this is quite narrative, isn't it? Roll 2 Western dice. If at least an aeroplane is roll, move the marker 1 box to the left. Right, so yes, we get a plane symbol, so V weapons goes back 1. And that's that card done with. And we draw. So the draw means we replace with that. And I think it's just Manstein which is questioned here. If we attack and draw, draw is a defeat. Leading general marker, yeah. So Manstein gets questioned. Oh, that could be dangerous. He's a 5, so he's probably going to be all right, but you never know. That's our local offensive. Okay, so we didn't reach the objective because we didn't get into Arel. But anyway, that's fine. We've done our offensive. Then it's on to the west. And we pull a combat card for landings. Landing. 43 is summer or fall. We're in spring, so no landing. And then where we need to place their markers. So it's here and here. We need to lose that no offensive marker. That should have gone turn before. So which one are we doing first? I'd like to do Northern Africa first. We have Rommel there. So the Western Allies are doing what? 43, they are doing 3 dice and 2 air symbols. 3 dice. We have 2. We are defending in rough, so we got that upgraded because of Rommel. That they have 3 dice, and we have the white because we're in rough. Okay, generals. So we're down to 5, so we can include 4s now in the west. So we can put in von Arnhem, who adds a hit for every tank rolled. It's not likely that we're going to roll one. That's not very useful. The Melzen will make us roll 2 greys. That's not bad. Cancel a tank. Doesn't matter. No. The Melzen, I think. The Melzen going in. So So we upgrade the white to grey because of Rommel, and we add the white because of Ruff, and we upgrade that to grey because of Lemelzen. Okay, so rolling the allied dice. So they get, I forgot to do the air hit up here, didn't I? There was, oh, I had an extra white dice and I missed it. Never mind, my fault. We did get an air hit there. So that's an air hit and 2 hits. And we have 2 hits and a strategic event. Sorry, combat event. So combat event first. Hitler orders counterattack. The axis is the attacker. No, it doesn't. No, we don't recycle the card. After resolving the current combat, apply 1 reduction to 1 German army, then flip the markers of the activated head of army group and leading general to their question side. Really? God, that's terrible. And then bring that back next year. Okay, so we drew. We lost an air. And so we lose a reduction, which has to be the satellite army. And then we also have to reduce again because of the counterattack, which reduces that one as well. Okay, we've lost our army. Rommel is questioned. Was it head of army group and leading general? Yeah, and Lemelzen is questioned as well. Marvellous. Yeah, he is questioned. Yeah, that's cool. Well, we're all right up to the point of the point of rolling the combat event. Gosh. Okay, now we're in Libya. Okay, we can assign a general, leading general, no army group head. Who do we want to... somebody who's not going to get dismissed. We don't have a lot of choice here. We've got Reinhardt on a 5. It'll probably have to be him. Modal. Modal is on a 6. Though he's quite good and cancel any special effect. Yeah. Anyway, let's get the combat card. They might not be doing anything. Of course they are. Attack is 2 plain symbols and 3 dice. And we'll have we'll have 2 whites in defense. Ah, that was a dice I added. I didn't see we had that one. That's our D6 there. 2 whites. They've got 3. They roll 2 planes first. General, yes. We can cancel the special effect of the air hits, because that might give them an extra dice. Though they're going to win this, aren't they? So she's going to use modal here. Or there's somebody we don't mind being sacked. Yeah, let's use Mackinson instead. He's moderately useful, but he's not going to win it. He's a 3, so it's 50-50 to come back. Okay, von Mackinson's there. So he cancels a tank result, which they might get. Okay, so we roll our 2 whites. Oh, they roll theirs as well, of course. They roll first. Combat event and 1 hit. They get 3 hits. So we and we with 1 hit. So yeah, we will disappear, I think. So combat event first. Lend-Lease to the USSR. Oh, I could have retreated here. That's fine. Lend-Lease to the USSR. If the combat is with a Western faction, recycle the card. That's going to come back. So we can retreat for 1. How far can we retreat here? Here. We can do more than 1, so that's 1. And we suffered 2, so we can lose Tripoli. We still have Tunis, so we end up there. I think that's how it works. So Tobruk actually, so to Algeria and Tripoli are now Allied controlled. Now, because there's no Edip Army Group, but because we retreated, Mackensen is questioned as well. It's just all bad news, isn't it? That's Western offensive. So we've lost Libya. We're still just about in Tunis. Yeah, so Soviets will be here, 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 and here. Okay, so up here first. Let's do that one first. So Soviet card, that's the last card I have to shuffle. Soviets 43 on attack. We'll just do a strategic event. That's fine. Strategic event is Italy surrenders. Oh. If the status of Italy's occupation, don't do anything. If both areas 22 and 23 are controlled by the Axis, that's fine. 22 and 23. Yeah, so we recycle the card, so not yet, because we control this with satellite. That was that offensive. Then we come to here. Let's shuffle this deck. Very quiet in the chat today. Quiet in the chat. Possibly asleep. Just on an hour here, so we will keep going. Not looking forward to the summer, I must admit. Not looking forward to the summer. You might try our Citadel offensive in the summer. Let's survive this first. So, spring offensive, Smolensk. So, just a hit. So this is von Kluge, who does cancel the special effect on the combat card. So that's no result. Great. Well done him. We are in Stalino here. So what the Soviets going to do about that? 43, they're on a winter symbol, which doesn't count. We're in spring now. And strategic event. Strategic event is Ploeshti bombed. Roll 2 Western dice. If one is a plain symbol, then we lose a replacement marker. No, there is no. Okay, so that has no effect. That's cool. And that's that marker done. So they're very quiet in the spring. Soviets here, really done very much. Let's see how we do here with von Kleist in the Black Sea. What are they doing here? Oh, and then again in attack we have strategic event again, and I think that's the last one, so I think it's going to recycle again, because this is Italy surrenders and we control Italy, so that goes back. to the bottom of the deck. So nothing from the Soviets. Whew, that's a bit of a breather, really. Wow. Military directive objective check. Did we get hold of Arel? No, we did not. Return this card to the military directives card deck. Okay, so that goes back for next year. Right. Okay. Supply check. I think we're fine. Victory. I think we're fine. So we are on to the administrative summer turn. Administration phase. Bombing of Germany. We lose a replacement. I think we lose a Luftwaffe there. I think. German replacements. We get 3. I think we've run out of Italian armies here, haven't we? Be good to get a tank army back. Where else? Should we really try and hold on to Northern Africa here? I don't think so. I think we will place one here. And one here. Okay. Luftwaffe replacements. One here. We'll take that back up to 5, and I'll remember to get the extra dice for that this time. 3D warfare replacements 1. Okay, military directives. Oh no, so we do satellite replacement. There isn't any available. Production table. So we want Citadel to happen. So three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Production directives. Probably like. I really would like to do Atlantic Wall, but maybe. Yeah, we'll do the forced labour one, I think. So production can go down by 1. Political directives. What we've got is Slavic cooperation here. Yeah. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, okay, we're good. Okay, so the production directive is forced labour. We get add a replacement and unrest -1, and that goes back to the deck. Political directive. Well, all we can play is occupation of Italy, which suddenly it is not disputed, so it doesn't work. And then military directive. Let's go with Citadel. Yeah. So we're going to do the Kursk offensive here. I'm going to try and do it from here, I think. Wow, we've gotten our objective. Only the Urals are some market. Yeah. Well, we're not going to win that. But anyway, get to attack. That's a military objective done, so we are on to strategic warfare on the first operation turn of summer. Strategic warfare, we have 2 dice, 1 grey and 1 white, and where are we? We've done that already. That should be there, coming back next year. The Allies get what? The Allies get 4 dice. Oh God. So the bombing campaign is really racketing up. Doesn't look good. So 2 hits for us, that's cool. We have 3 hits for them, I think. I think the tank hit doesn't work. Yeah, 3 hits for them, so we lose 1. So we either lose -2 replacements, or we lose the strategic warfare. No, we've got to lose that, surely. Okay, strategic warfare done. Movement. Well, movement. Now, should we try and get out of Northern Africa? I think we can stay for 1 turn, maybe. Oh, I forgot Kesselring, didn't I? Kesselring would have given us something, wouldn't he? Yeah, additional grey die instead of a white die in rough terrain. Those are lost. Those markers have gone. No, I'll stay there. I'm not sure I'm going to move anywhere, really. No, there's no movement here. And okay, so command. Right, no vacancies, but we do have questions. Rommel on a 6. He's fine. We have von Manstein on a 5. Hopefully we don't lose him. We don't. On a 2. Lamelson on a 4. He is a dissident. On him. And von Mackinson is a 3. He's okay. Oh, I think we did all right there. Nobody else. Don't think. No, that's all. Right. Yeah. So command done. I think so. Axis offensive. We have Citadel on 3. Production on. So we have 2 pawns we can place. So I think we should place there and there. Which one are we going to do first? I think we're going to do the one in the north first, I think. Bush doesn't help because he's only on defence. let's get the Soviet combat card on defense. Defense is 4 dice, no specials. Okay, who do we pick? So we've got 5s and 4s we can deal with. Friedrich Paulus isn't going to help. Reinhardt can help. Defense, 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 defense. Hoth, yeah, it's the wrong. I want Hoth for here. So it will be Reinhardt. I don't think I can do any work. So change a grey die for a Panzer result. That doesn't really help. I'd rather leave him for defence. I'm going to put Paulus in. He has no effect because he attacks on river, and we're not doing that. So Paulus is there, but not particularly helpful. And we have von Kluger. Oh, sorry, no, this is Bush, which doesn't help either. So nobody's helping here. So they've got 4 dice, and we have 4 dice. In fact, they have a white dice as well, because Luger is in rough. So we have two greys, 2 whites. So their rolls. Big mistake this. Whoa, look at that. An air hit and 4 hits. Gosh. And we're rolling 2 hits. That might be 4 hits as well. Yeah. So we got 4 hits. They've got 4 hits. But they've got an air hit as well. So, oh, we've got an extra white. Almost forgot that. We have an extra white to roll. So that's theirs. These are ours. And there's an extra white to roll because of the aircraft. And that's another hit. So we actually succeeded. That's 5 hits to their 4 hits and an air hit. So that air hit happens and we win by 1. Well done, Bush. Good stuff. So I think we push them back. We could push them back all the way back to Leningrad. Wow. I think. No, it's not planes, is it? No, we can only go 1 space. The apply 1 advance. Yeah. We suffer no losses and gain an advance. So we're back into Luger. Oh, well done. Now, only 3 can advance here, so we'll do that. And Bush goes with him. Everybody's happy, nobody's questioned. Well done, Paulus, well done, Bush. Even though you didn't help, we actually got the result. Right. Now we are going for a rel. So let's get their combat card. I'm really surprised that worked. They've got 4 dice. I think that's going to be... that's going to be the rest of the game now. It's going to be 4 dice for the Soviets. 4 dice that they get. They are defending in planes, so they don't get anything for it. We have got 1 black. We got 1 of each. Now von Kluger. He cancels any specials. There aren't any specials, so he doesn't help. I think we want to put Hoth in because he can change a hit result to a Panzer result. So yeah, let's put Hoth in there. And we roll the dice. So it's a grey hit result to a grey Panzer result. So let's roll. 5 hits. Okay. I don't think we're winning this one, chaps, but let's see. Well, we got a tank and we got a hit which has upgraded to a tank. So that's 4 hits, 5 hits. Almost. We almost got there. Not quite. We lose the tank army. Downgrades. and it's only the leading general is questioned. Keep having to refer back to the rule book because it's all there. Joe, hello. Can't see the game on the NAC website. Only 5 comments on that. Is it something? Yeah, it's there's still it's a Kickstarter game which is just being fulfilled at the moment. So that is all happening right now. Once they've all dispatched that, then yeah. Oh, as Eric has just said, yeah. As Eric has just said, yeah, it should be up there then, but. Only got this game last week here in the UK, so it's all going through at the moment. Right. Oh yeah. I'll just so yeah, leading general question. Yeah. So, and that was Hoth, which is a bit of a shame actually. They did very well there. Did very well, but we didn't move, and that's. Citadel done. Yeah, but okay. At least we got Luger. That's good going. All right, on to Western Offensive. So we check for landing. So landing, we're in summer, fall. So yes, there is a landing. We go 1st to 18. They don't need to land there. 26. They don't need to land there. 23. They do land here. And 22 up there, so they're actually landing in southern Italy while we're still in northern Africa. That was a canny move by me to move that down there. So with the landing, I think they actually land at Messina. So we get. And we place a no offensive marker because that's their landing for this turn. And that marker is used. Okay. That's bad news. That's bad news, and now this is disputed. Does allow us to do occupation of Italy, but also means that strategic card of Italy surrenders is now valid. Okay, so elsewhere they are going to attack here. Rommel is. I didn't do too well last turn. We get a card from them. What are they doing? On attack, they are just going to do. They're going to do strategic card. Strategic card is Italy surrenders. Apply occupation of Italy. So let's go through that so I don't miss anything. 8.1. Okay, areas 22 and 23 eliminate all satellite armies. There aren't any. Any German armies and control discs remain in place. 26, 27, 28 eliminate all Axis armies. Remove Axis control discs from the map. Place Western control discs in the 1/6. So replace any satellite. So 26 is Northern Africa. Okay. Nothing in the Italy box. No, well, there isn't anyway. Remove the status of Italy marker from play. Okay, so so actually that doesn't happen because they gain everywhere. So that goes, and our army is removed. Supply marker goes. That's no longer disputed. And Rommel, what happens to Rommel? Oh no, it's not, that's occupation, isn't it? Oh, that is, yeah. We do occupation, yes. You're right. So, see, the head of army group, I think he just gets released now. Let's just check. Like a retreat. It's probably got it in retreat. He's available. Right, so Rommel comes back. He's the only person who comes back. Come on. Rommel. So Rommel's now available. And nothing happened there. Okay, so we've lost Africa completely, and they've landed in Messina, presumably Sicily now. So that's got the landing marker there. And yeah, okay, that's Western's done really. So only on the Soviet side. So back with our full markers of doom. Oh, we need to remove ours. Start from the top again. Bush actually activates now because we're defending in rough. So what are they going to do? Their combat card is attack is strategic card. There is no strategic card, so nothing happens. That's good. Gotten a bit flummoxed this year so far, haven't we? Okay, Belarus. What are they going to do? Belarus, strategic card. So no, still nothing. Wow. Okay. And Stalino. Ah, here we go. 43, we have a satellite surrender and 4 dice. So, yeah, satellite surrender, I think our yellow disappears. Eliminate, yes. So he is out. And 4 dice, was it? It is 4 dice. Ouch. Von Weiss. Not useful if I remember. Von Weiss. Nope, he's an attack into... Really could do with him disappearing. He doesn't help. And who have we got here? I think we have a black and a white. Everyone's back, so we can only have 6s and 5s. I think we're going to get blown away here. We need to do as best as we can. It'll have to be Reinhardt. Reinhardt, grey dice is a tank result. We are in clear, so yeah. So they got 4 dice. We have 2. And we don't even have a grey dice, so he doesn't even work. If he doesn't work, there's no point in having him. Reinhardt. Modal doesn't do... Well, Modal at least is not going to be fired by this. He's not going to help, but he's not going to be fired. Oh, cancel a special effect. Actually, yeah, no, he is good, actually. Just thought about it. So, Modal comes in, and actually he gives us back our satellite army, because that was the special effect. So we actually have a yellow dice as well. So small mercies, but okay. The Soviets. Whoa! Holy cow! 2, 4, 6, 7 hits. 7 hits. We roll 3, so we fail by 4 hits. Holy cow! So this is the yeah, this is the counter attack at Kursk, isn't it? Whoa! One retreat or 1 reduction. So if we lose that, that's 1, 2, 3, and then 4. And everybody's questioned. So Model and von Weiss are questioned. Well, we just got stuffed there. Absolutely stuffed. Okay, Black Sea, defense of Sebastopol. What's their offering for the Soviets? It is 43. It is satellite surrender, which does have an effect, and 3 dice. Okay, we have von Kleist. Von Kleist. General defense. +1 for every black die. We don't have any black dice. Who's going to help? Who's going to help? We'd have a grey die, so Reinhardt will help. Rommel's kind of in the way. Yeah, okay, so Reinhardt. So we lose a satellite army. So we have a grey and a yellow versus 3. And we get an extra 2 whites because we're in Sevastopol. So they're 3 dice, 3 air hits. So that's 1 air hit and then 2 hits. And I'll roll 1 hit. Ouch. We lost Sebastopol. Okay, so 1 hit. Well, we can take that as a hit and hold. I think that's what we'll do. We don't question for that. Or do we? To defeat. Leading general. So Reinhardt gets questioned. Well, I suppose it could have been worse, but gosh, we really got stoved in here, didn't we? They went from Stalingrad to Kharkov. We rolled quite well. That was the thing. We rolled actually quite well. Okay, so military objective check. I don't think the objective is only the Urals area has a Soviet alignment marker, so that's actually a Soviet marker now. So yeah, that's definitely not the case. So we failed that. So that comes back. And supply check, we're okay. Victory check, definitely not. So we are then on to the second operations phase. So we've just done a whole year in the game, which is great. That's pretty good going actually. Nordic, hello. Can't stay long. Yeah, sure. I think we're just about. Yeah, we're just over the hour and a half mark, so I am going to hold it here anyway. So So what have we done? We got kicked out of Luga, and then we got it back with Operation Citadel. We haven't moved here. We were in Stalingrad, and now we're back to Kiev. We got completely mullered just in that last Soviet offensive. We're hanging on to Sevastopol. We've lost both Libya and North Africa because the Allies have landed in Sicily and Messina. Not much has happened on the Western Front. Strategic warfare is still not going great. Yeah, much else to say. We've got another summer operations coming up, which I'm not looking forward to. But oh well, that's life. And yeah, let's leave it there. Oh, and Italy is now occupied as well. Those should be flipped over. Oh no, that's disputed. That should stay. That's occupied. Yeah, that's done. So yeah, well, thanks anyway for tuning in again and sticking with me. We didn't lose that many generals, did we? We lost Schmidt. I think Schmidt was the only one we lost. Everybody else was fine. Yeah, so we've kept people going. Right. Okay, so yeah, we'll get back to this during this week and see if we can get a little bit further and maybe get into 44 next time. But anyway, thanks for joining in, and until then, bye for now.